Lisa Z with Chrome TV. Welcome back. We're here for season number 2, and we're at the hottest venue for bike night on Wednesday night, Suck Bang Blow in Concord, North Carolina. Let me tell you, the food is incredible. The bikes are hot. And do you hear that, van? We're rocking tonight. Hey, stay tuned. We're going to hear a word from our sponsor.
This show brought to you by
Boneyard Tavern, 1000 West Roosevelt Boulevard, Monroe, North Carolina, 704-953-5124.
Are you looking for the ride that says you settle for only the best? At Harley-Davidson of Charlotte, located in Matthews, we have the ride tailored to your desires. With an extensive selection of riding gear and a first-class service facility, we are the award-winning dealership that settles for nothing less than your complete satisfaction. Located in Matthews at exit 51A off 485, 2 miles on the right, just behind IHOP. Come feel the ride.
Yeah, probably be cool. How you doing? I'm Darius Rucker. Taking a moment from making music to be here with some of my friends. I'd like to tell you about a place. It's an amazing place where chronically ill children can laugh and play and forget about being sick for a while. It's Victory Junction, a NASCAR-themed camp where kids get complete medical care while they have the time of their lives, and it's all free. To learn more, visit victoryjunction.org and feel your heart race.
Welcome back. Next up, we were privileged to be here at Suck Bang Blow for their grand opening in September 2010. We want to show you just a little bit of that to tell you how great this place is. Here you go. Hey, it's Lisa Z. I'm here with Chrome TV, hanging out at the new SBB in Charlotte. This is a pretty wild place. Hold on, it's going to get even wilder. And he's going to tell us a little bit of history about the SBB. Truly fascinating. Dale, tell us how it all got started.
1995 in Merle's Inlet, South Carolina. A guy named Jimmy Mills had the idea. The Suck Bang Blow phrase has been in the Harley-Davidson folklore for 50 years. And that's how a combustion engine works. And when he opened it, it took a lot to get the local council to let us do that because of the double entendre of the name. It's got some risque overtures, I guess you'd say. But when we finally got it, it was an immediate success. And we've been in business since, as I said, 95. I do the accounting for them. I do the accounting for David Balcom, who owns many of the topless bars in this area. And he's thought about opening an SBB here. And we license them to do this. It's not a franchise. It's a license. No. What we did was sell them the right to use the name with very few restrictions. They can't do a bad t-shirt. They can't put bad stuff on the wall. But aside from that, about anything goes. We're not supposed to have drag races out there.
Well, I tell you what, this is a fantastic event you got going tonight for the grand opening. Truly a success, when you say, from an accounting perspective.
Absolutely. Well, in every way, yeah. We need a biker bar up here. We need a place where people can come and congregate and enjoy. And I think they're having a great time.
I agree. Well, thank you, Dale, so much. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Same here.
All right, I have found the man of the hour, Jimmy Motlett. Hey, Jimmy, how are you?
Good, great. Thank you. Thank you.
Now, I saw this bike and I was just smitten. This is just gorgeous. I love the stars and the bars. So can you tell us a little bit about it? Just some stats.
Well, it's a regional Carolina bike. So it's a 95 Road King, and the concept was for the bike to be going through a billboard of a rebel flag that was on fire.
Oh, I like that.
So when it went through the billboard, of course the bullet holes in the back is where the police was shooting at it as it jumped through the billboard, and the concept strips right on through the bike. And the flames on the back off the flag.
Sure.
And
So like you were running from the law.
yeah, that's right. Like an outlaw.
Like an outlaw. I love it. Well, I'll tell you what, you have just built a fantastic establishment. Everybody here tonight is having just a fantastic time. You're pretty proud of this, aren't you?
Very proud, very proud. This is Slim's place, and up here at the Pat Rogers Harley-Davidson dealership.
Yeah.
And Slim, he bought into the franchise, and this is his SPB smokehouse.
Sure.
And I think he's going to do a real good job with it.
I agree.
It seems like a very nice place.
Yeah.
A lot of people out. Good. You know, there's more bikers around Charlotte area and Concord and any county in North Carolina. And we welcome bikers, love bikers. And y'all come on out and let's have a good time.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for telling us a little bit about your bike. And we're going to keep going and having a good time here tonight. I don't want to miss a beat of it.
I know it.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Check out this van behind me. Man, SVB has got it all. We have seen fantastic drag bikes. We've seen some of the best chrome around. They have race cars and they have classic cars. Man, take a listen to the band. It's pretty hot. Hey, today we are talking leathers for safety. Everybody knows that motorcycle riders look really cool in their leathers, but did you ever stop to wonder, why do we wear them? Well, I'm going to give you a little bit of a history. Did you know that leathers became popular by the tank engineers over in World War II? They are the ones that created the long dusters and the leather pants. You know, it kept the wind, the weather, the rain off of them while they were in combat. And so they came back, brought everything back to us, but the problem was the dusters were really long and they got caught in the wheels. And the pants, well, they were a little too reminiscent of Nazi Germany. So we ended up tailoring the legs in a little bit and making them much more form-fitting. Well, all of a sudden, the soldiers were coming home. They were wearing them on their new motorcycles they were bringing back. And it started to catch on. Marlon Brando, James Dean. But what was the real purpose besides just maybe keeping the weather off of you? Well, if you've ever fallen off of a motorcycle, you know it hurts. Leather is one of these great things that protects you. You just sort of slide on the asphalt if you fall. And now we've gotten a lot more complicated. We have better zippers that are reinforced, better pockets. We actually have padding on the elbows and the shoulder pads. And we've gotten a lot more creative in the type of leather that you can wear. In my hands are the traditional chaps that you've seen a lot of people wear. Well, the reason for chaps, again, is to keep the weather, the wind off of you. But why the chaps? Well, because leather pants get super hot. This allows you to breathe a little bit more. You also have your leather boots. You don't want to ever forget about those. Again, durability and safety. And, of course, your jackets, your vest, all very important because we want you to be safe on the road. So next time you jump on your bike, remember, grab a hold of your leathers and ride safe. Until we see you next time.
It only took a moment to lose my two boys. One moment and one bad decision. Hi, I'm Doug Herbert. You might know me from the drag races, but I'm also a dad, and I couldn't let my tragedy go by without finding a way to keep other families from suffering the same heartbreak. So together, with John and James' classmates, we designed the Brakes program to teach teens and their parents safer driving through hands-on practice. So remember, keep the racing on the track, and go to putonthebrakes.com for more information and to join Brakes.
Are you looking for the ride that says you settle for only the best? At Harley-Davidson of Charlotte, located in Matthews, we have the ride tailored to your desires. With an extensive selection of riding gear and a first-class service facility, we are the award-winning dealership that settles for nothing less than your complete satisfaction. Located in Matthews at exit 51A off 485, 2 miles on the right just behind IHOP. Come feel the ride.
GB. There's all kinds of people. We've even got some families here tonight. Hey, how are you doing?
Great, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Now, what do you like best about coming here to hang out Wednesday night bike night?
For the biggest part, it's decently family friendly. The food is awesome, and I like seeing the interesting vendors. You know, they got all kinds of different stuff around here, and the band's usually good.
Oh, yeah, they've been rocking it tonight.
Yeah, sounds real good.
Yeah.
Real good. Lots of local talent.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. Well, hey, we're going to be right back. Our next stop is over with Mike Hefner at Iron Horse Motorcycles down in Monroe.
All right, here we are again at Iron Horse Motorcycles, and this is just one of our motorcycles that we have. This is a 1906 reading standard. You know, most people don't even know they had V-twins or motorcycles back in 1906, but this motorcycle was way ahead of its time. Most motorcycles back then, even Harley-Davidson, had single-cylinder motorcycles, and this was actually a twin-cylinder motorcycle, like they raced at Bonneville, or like they raced at Daytona, excuse me, on the 200-mile race that they had on the sand. This bike right here is kind of unique because it was one of the first motorcycles to run in excess of 100 miles an hour. And as you can see, it had 12 horsepower and actually 1,100 cc's, and it was made in Pennsylvania, which good old United States. You know, the motorcycle is kind of unique. It had a headlight and a tail light that worked off of benzene, and it had a benzene tank up on the handlebars. The benzene tank fed gas down to the headlight, which you actually lit with a match, and the tail light you actually lit with a match. The problem was they hadn't figured out pressures back then in 1906, or not as good as they did today. So what would happen is, over the dirt roads back then, you know, obviously they didn't have interstate, so from bouncing up and down on the road, the benzene tank would build up pressure. It would put too much pressure into the headlight and tail light. The headlight would catch on fire because it had too much gas in it. It would catch the benzene tank on fire. The benzene tank would in turn catch the gas tank on fire, which was right below it, and of course the motorcycle would blow up, and they would push it on the side of the road and go back and get their horse. So that's the reason not many of these things were left around. You know, what was left over was generally scrapped in World War I, World War II to make metal, so there's very few of them left. The carburetor on this thing was actually an atomizer, which the pistons just sucked the gas and air down into the cylinders, which is a little bit different from the carburetor we have today. But when you really look at the whole motorcycle, motorcycle really hadn't progressed a whole lot in the last 100 years. You know, they still use two cylinders, they still use gasoline, they've still got brakes, they still got headlights. So, you know, we really haven't come that far along. This was one of the first bikes to have a two-speed transmission. It had if you can see here, it had a hand clutch, and it had a two-speed shifter, and of course here was the brake. This operated the Magneta, the advance on the Magneta, and the other side worked the gas or the throttle, or the atomizer it was called in 1906. So you can imagine you needed about 6 hands to operate this thing. It was quite a feat when you go back and see some of the old movies and the old footage, and they were riding around in dirt roads, and they had, you know, they were trying to maneuver all this stuff, the hand clutch, the throttle, the brake, and everything, and try to get it all together. And they didn't need front brakes back then. They didn't go fast enough, they didn't think. So obviously this model didn't have a front brake on it, just a rear brake. But this is just one of many motorcycles we have down here, and you can come see them all at Iron Horse Motorcycles.
Here at Suck Bang Blow, we've got all kinds of people, and the bikes are really great. I'm just going to take a walk around here, talk with some folks, see what they like best about tonight's event. Hey guys, how are you doing tonight?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. You mind if I talk with you for a moment here?
Sure.
Now, what do you like best about bike nights here at Suck Bang Blow?
Probably just the people to hang out with. You're around everybody that likes motorcycles, good food, great music, cheap beer.
Yeah, and good looking women.
Yeah, some of them are.
Now tell me, what are you riding here tonight?
2007 Street Glide.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
How about you, sir? What are you riding tonight?
2003 Road King.
Yeah? And what do you like best about bike nights here at Suck Bang Blow?
It gives me a chance to get out on the bike a little more than I can.
Yeah.
Get some food, hang out, socialize, meet some good people.
Now, do you have a favorite menu item?
I actually like the barbecue here. It's not too bad.
Well, good. That's good to know. Well, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the night.
All right, thank you, you too.
Our next stop is the Fall 2010 O'Reilly Auto Parts NHRA Nationals at the ZMAX Dragway in Concord, North Carolina. We talked with some of the pro stock motorcycle riders. Here, take a look at some of the footage we got. Hey, I found Karen Stouffer here at the ZMAX Dragway. Hey, Karen, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Lisa. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Good. Now, tell me about your run yesterday. You're currently in 4th place. Anything you're going to change for today?
Yeah, you know, the conditions are quite a bit different. We got a headwind going on here, and actually the grains of water isn't as high as it is. So, yeah, we're definitely going to make a tune-up change to the bike and try to beat that 91 that was thrown down there by, I think it was one of the Harleys. So we got to go faster than them.
Sure, great. Well, good luck today, and thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Next up, we got Jim Underdahl. Hey, Jim, how you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. Always at the track.
Absolutely. Now, I know yesterday looks like you're coming in 5th. Anything you're going to change about your run today?
Yeah, we're actually going to try something drastic,
Really?
just to see if we can go our 60-foot, make our 60-foot a little bit better.
Sure.
Other than that, keep everything the same.
Yeah. What do you think about ZMAX?
Oh, this is a terrific track. I mean, Bruton Smith, he's got this thing down pat. I mean, this is an awesome track. The track is really smooth. I love it here.
Yeah. Well, good luck today. I'm going to be watching and rooting for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Hey, this is awesome. I have just run into Ellie Tonglet. Hey, Ellie, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. You know, it's nice out here, nice weather, no rain, so hopefully rain stays away.
Absolutely. Now, you had a fantastic run yesterday. You're currently in 2nd place. Tell me about what you're planning for your run today.
We're planning to go faster than the Harleys down there, and we're going to see what happens with this Nitro Fish Suzuki. Hopefully we can get it off the line a little better.
Sure. Now, tell me a little bit about Nitro Fish.
Nitro Fish is a brand that Kenny Koreski owns, and he promotes it really well. It's a clothing brand. You got to stop over at the Nitro Fish t-shirt trailer, buy all the shirts there.
I will definitely do that. Now, I also understand that you're in current competition for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, we're battling Rookie of the Year with Shane Gray right now, and right now it's looking like we could win it, and we're just going to keep doing what we do, and hopefully we can win it at the end of the year.
Absolutely. Well, good luck on your run today, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen.
Thank you. You too.
Next up, I've got David Hope. Hey, David, how are you today?
Great, thank you.
Good. Now, tell me a little bit about your run yesterday. What happened?
Well, we got from A to B down the track, you know, and that's a start from last race. We struggled a little bit, so we're working to getting our tune-up back together and finding what makes the motor happy. So.
Absolutely. Now, tell me a little bit about your sponsor, Mohegan Sun.
Mohegan Sun's our primary sponsor. It's a Indian Tribe Casino out of Connecticut, and we have an associate sponsorship of Royal Purple Oil, through Vroom Racing Team. John Hammock's my team owner and crew chief, and I'm the rider.
Sure, absolutely. Now, you're from Nevada, Missouri. Never realized there was a Nevada, Missouri.
It's pronounced just like the state of Nevada, but pronounced Nevada, Missouri. Long A. So Southwest Missouri, small country town, but you know, I'm proud to be out here.
Yeah. Now, what do you think of ZMAX here?
It's a nice facility. You know, they just resurfaced it here out in the pits, so that makes it, you know, real friendly to the racers.
Sure. Well, good luck today, David.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I was fortunate enough to find Angie Smith. Hey, good morning, Angie. How are you?
I'm doing great. You know, we've had some good runs on the racetrack, so that always sets the mood for the weekend.
Sure, absolutely. And you were one of the few women that race, and that's why it's a real honor for me to speak to you today. What do you think of the whole day and what's happening here and being a female?
Being a female in this sport is awesome. There's not many of us. There's a couple in Pro Stock Motorcycle and a couple in Pro Stock Car and Funny Car, and so we're definitely that minority out there, but you know, we love it just as much as the guys do, and we have the same mentality at the end of the day. We want to come out here and win the race.
Absolutely. Now tell me a little bit, anything you're going to switch up for today versus yesterday?
We did really good in qualifying yesterday. We qualified 8th, but we made 2 awesome runs down the racetrack. On the second pass, my bike actually shut off at 6.7 seconds in the run. We still ran a 7:01, which was good for the 8th spot, so hopefully we'll get it to go all the way down the racetrack today, and I think we'll improve a little bit.
Great. Well, I'll be watching. Good luck.
Thank you.
Next up, I have Craig Tribble. Hey, Craig, how are you doing today?
Oh, it's doing good. It's a beautiful day out here in Charlotte. Really excited about this morning. The weather conditions are pretty good. We've got a fairly fresh motor in here. We had to kind of baby step it yesterday, but it was still fast. I mean, we're top half both passes, so this morning we put the good race oil in that thing, and I leaned it out and turned the timing up. So basically we turned the screws up on this thing and hoping for a good pass here this morning in this good air.
Wonderful. Well, thanks for taking the time. I know you're in a hurry today. We're going to be watching you, and best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now, talk about a treat. I get to do an interview sitting on a Harley. Now, that doesn't happen too often. Hey, I'm here with Eddie. Eddie, how are you today?
Wonderful. Beautiful day here in Charlotte.
Absolutely. What do you think of this Z-Max track?
I love it here. You know, this track has always treated me great. At least the fall race has for me. You know, Bruton, awesome facility, you know, second to none, obviously. You know, that's just the way he does things, and we're just glad as a motorcycle class to be part of this race and to be welcomed here. You know, we have a lot of fans that always come by, and I'd say this is the track we signed the most autographs at.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely helps being in this awesome spot, and being that this track is all paved, it really makes it nice and a pleasure to come here, and it's a place that we really look forward to every season.
Sure. Now, are you going to change anything up for today's run?
Yeah, I want to go to #1 spot in qualifying. I mean, I'm sitting #3 right now. Our team is 1 and 3, so we really can't complain. Neither can I. So we're just excited that we have great weather. Maybe we could put on a really good show for the fans and see some 680 runs out here.
Absolutely. Well, best of luck today. We'll be watching.
Thank you.
It's been one hot day here at the O'Reilly Auto Parts NHRA Nationals finale. Man, this is wonderful. We interviewed so many great riders. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Hey, we're going to take a quick break. Stay tuned for more on Chrome TV.
We believe in freedom. We believe life is too short to watch it go by.
We believe in good barbecue, good friends, and great rides. We believe the bike you ride says a lot about the life you lead. When the smoke settles, where will you be? Harley-Davidson of Charlotte, the area's premier Harley-Davidson dealer. 2 miles west off I-485, exit 51A, right behind Hooters.
Next up, we found Jimmy. Now, the really cool thing about Jimmy is last year for the contest of Best in Show, his bike won. How you doing tonight, Jimmy?
Very good, very good.
Good. Now, tell me a little bit about that show last year and how you got involved and what all happened.
Well, it was a nice day, and I just came up here just for the hell of it and put my bike in the show, not expecting a whole lot. That didn't place in the softail category, but when they called best overall, they called my name. I was blown away because, you know, basically it's not a show bike. I built it for me. It's a bar hopper, but apparently a lot of people liked it, so they voted the best in show and gave me the trophy. I was happy.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it really caught my attention just with all that. I mean, there's a lot of great bikes here, but it definitely caught my attention. Now, tell me a little bit about it and the work you put into it.
Well, it started out as a heritage softail, and I laid it down lightly and tore it up. Ooh. So I decided to make a bobber out of it, change the tank, fenders, pipes, just about everything on it, and then ended up the way you see it is today.
Yeah. So do you do a lot of long distance on this, or do you just kind of short
No,
bike nights?
I haven't. I've been to Myrtle Beach and just really no farther than that, but I'd like to ride it down to Florida one year, and but that's about as far as I went with it.
Yeah. Well, obviously, it's a huge accomplishment to be named Best in Show. Now, what has happened here with Suck Bang Blow since you've won?
Well, I think they was really happy with it. They've used the image on their promotional sign for Bike Night, and they've made up some T-shirts, and it's just all around good, good promotion for me. I mean, not that I'm advertising or anything like that, but it makes you feel good.
Absolutely. Now, a little on the stomach side here. You obviously here at Suck Bang Blow, we know they've got some amazing food. What's your favorite item?
My favorite item is the wings, the hot wings. They're very good.
Okay, well, good. Well, thanks, Jimmy, for talking with us.
Thank you.
We believe in freedom. We believe life is too short to watch it go by.
We believe in good barbecue, good friends, and great rides. We believe the bike you ride says a lot about the life you lead. When the smoke settles, where will you be? Harley-Davidson of Charlotte, the area's premier Harley-Davidson dealer. 2 miles west off I-485, exit 51A, right behind Hooters.
Yeah, probably be cool. How you doing? I'm Darius Rucker. Taking a moment from making music to be here with some of my friends. I'd like to tell you about a place. It's an amazing place where chronically ill children can laugh and play and forget about being sick for a while. It's Victory Junction, a NASCAR-themed camp where kids get complete medical care while they have the time of their lives, and it's all free. To learn more, visit victoryjunction.org and feel your heart race.
It only took a moment to lose my 2 boys. 1 moment and 1 bad decision. Hi, I'm Doug Herbert. You might know me from the drag races, but I'm also a dad, and I couldn't let my tragedy go by without finding a way to keep other families from suffering the same heartbreak. So together, with John and James' classmates, we designed the Brakes program to teach teens and their parents safer driving through hands-on practice. So remember, keep the racing on the track, and go to putonthebrakes.com for more information and to join Brakes.
Hi, I'm Tommy Offen Jr., co-founder and CEO of Race City Classics. With our 50,000 square foot facility, Race City Classics is the Carolina's place of classic cars for the classic American. Built on a dream of excellent service and dependability, Race City Classics is the place to help find your classic beauty a new home. Located in Troutman, North Carolina, come by and visit us or give us a call at 704-500-0091 or look us up on the internet at racecityclassics.com.
We hope you enjoyed tonight's show. We had a fantastic time hanging out here at Suck Bang Blow. Every Wednesday night is bike night here in Concord, North Carolina. I hope you come out and see us, and don't forget they have incredible food, lots of hot bikes, and a really great band. If you want to know more about where we're going to be, just not on Wednesday night, but all the other nights, go to our website at chrometvshow.com. Don't forget you can also look us up on facebook.com/chrometv. Thanks again for joining us, and stay tuned for next week. We got a lot more stuff coming your way. Until then, ride safe.